Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today joining me is a very special guest and we're going to have a fascinating conversation on issues to deal with mental health and physical fitness. I'll let her introduce herself and her area of expertise.
Thank you for inviting me, Dee. I'm very honored to be here with you today. My name is Muriel Jan. I'm French. I'm in Malawi now for 3 years. I'm very happy to be here. So you wanted me to talk about myself a bit. So I'm a psychotherapist, psychologist. My special field is psychoorganic analysis, which means that I work with the sensation in the body, but also all the feelings and the thoughts. And all this needs to be balanced. Most of the time, people are all in their mind or in their body, and they put aside the emotions because they don't know how to manage with that. And this is one of the most important things, because when you're very young, we teach you how to be clean and not to do your poo anywhere, because this is the way we have to be together. But they don't teach you how to manage your emotion, and it's totally natural to have emotion. But we should teach the children that you're allowed to be very angry, you're allowed to be very sad, but you have to express it and in a private room, and not to spit it on the person, and not also put this aside, because if you put it aside, it will, with the time, provoke or disease or depression. It's like the inner child in ourselves, which is very important to take care of. So everyone has his wounds during childhood, because your father was angry with you and said, don't cry, you're supposed to be a tough girl, a big guy. Then you swallow your sadness, but it stays in the body. So when I work, I try to, how would you say that? To help the adult let space for the child, the inner child, to express himself and to recover from feelings that felt unjust or not okay with the environment.
Do you think there's a connection with physical fitness and mental health? Is there a connection to that? And how are these two linked, if there is a connection?
So it is very important, you're right, to be balanced between your thought or your mental health, if you say so. I don't really like mental health, but this is the point, the way we call it. But I will also say the emotional health and the physical health. So there's many ways to do that. When you're in sports, you know that sometimes you arrive and you don't feel as good as yesterday or as good as tomorrow. So how are you going to do with that? Because we know it impacts when you're an athlete. Yes, an athlete. It impacts if you have a bad mindset because you're sad, because you don't know something, you had an argument with somebody. How are you going to manage that to be focused on your goal?
We've had so many cases reported, like on suicide in Malawi, where we keep hearing how it's affecting especially men, on how probably maybe they don't open up, and the rates are going really high. Do you think it's got something to do with how we're living? Like, what could be the problem here?
Oh yes, it's something very sad, because it means that people are really suffering, really suffering, and not feeling, proud of themselves. And most of the times it means also that they're very lonely. And when you share your inside feelings or thoughts, it really helps. That's the first thing. It could really help, because it's not in yourself anymore, it's outside, so it relieves you. That's the first thing. It doesn't mean that you're going to recover from everything, but it's going to help if you go and see a psychotherapist. But also, doing exercise is very important. Why? Because when you move, when you walk, if you go and walk in the nature will calm yourself, but also the hormones you're going to create when you walk or when you do sport is going to be good hormones that gives you calm, gives you satisfaction, gives you proudness. Would you say that? No? What would you say?
Just happiness.
Happiness and calm and being, because the where your home is inside yourself. So your home needs to be clean, to be space, to be with light, and you have to put this in yourself by doing sports, by talking about your feelings, sharing, very important. And most of the time it's true that education, old education, didn't give this opportunity to young children to share their anxiety, their question about life, death, everything.
So, in your personal life, what are some of the things you do to keep yourself in check, like mentally, so that, everything is aligned with your physical fitness? What do you practice? Like, what sort of things do you do?
What do? I do yoga every day. So it's physical, but what do we do yoga? It's not only physical, it's because the idea of the yoga, it's a philosophy, and the idea is that you're in strange posture, and your mental says, I will never be able to do this is not, and then you have to just find the calm, look what's happening, and try to find stability in the posture. And let your emotion pass. You're not sad. You see the sadness pass through you. You're not angry. You see the, how do you say, angriness? Would you say that? No, the anger. The anger pass through you. And also all your ideas that are here, and you have to just be like in another part of yourself and look at this and let them go, to be focused and balanced between, we would say, your three body, the physical body, emotional body, mental body, and to be aligné.
So guys, there you have it, the importance of taking care of your mind in connection with your body. I would like to thank you so much for sharing your expertise. I really appreciate, because mental health, like we usually call it in layman's term, is a very big problem, I feel like, in Malawi as well. And we have some suicidal rates that are actually on the rise. And it's something that people don't usually talk about, but it's very important. I felt we need to share this with people so that they know what it really means to be physically fit and also mentally fit. So thank you so much for sharing.
I would like to say that I think you're a great person. I'm very happy that I've met you. You're doing a lot of things, and this is very important what you give me the opportunity to share today, because nobody should be ashamed of being sad and anxious. Nobody. Everyone has the right, and it's normal in life to have period where you don't know what to do, you don't know who you are, and it's very important to have someone to share, not to stay alone with that, and also to do physical training. This is a step to go better.
Yes. Awesome.
And this is my cat.
All right,
French
guys.
cat who arrived in Malawi.
Yeah. So guys, until next time, thank you for watching again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.